2011, and you are listening to the Nintendo Download Express. I am your guest host, Ryan Davis. Now, you are probably asking yourself right now, why would Ryan Davis, host of the Giant Bombcast and staunch opponent to the very principles of the Nintendo Download Express, be hosting the Nintendo Download Express? The answer is quite simple. Jeff Gerstmann has to go to Miami, at butt o'clock tomorrow morning, and apparently things like clean clothes and sleep are more important to him than producing this fucking whatever this is. So he asked me to do this week. In exchange, he is allowing me to sign my endorsement deal with Zojirushi. So I think I'm coming up. I think I'm getting the over in this deal, all told. So I guess all I got to do now is read these stupid. Oh wait, hold on. He gave me fucking. Let me find this thing. Let me find this piece of paper here. Hold on, is this it? No, that's for massage. Where is that thing? Here it is. Okay. So he gave me this fucking scrap of paper with notes for how this thing should be formatted, I guess. I've literally never listened to the Nintendo Download Express, so I have no sense of formatting or what he actually does on here. But he gave me this great big long list of segments, I guess, for what should be in here, but gave zero direction as to what any of these mean. So I guess my apologies if this doesn't go off as you expect it to. Whatever. His apologies. I'm not going to apologize for him. I apologize to no one on this thing. I got my tumbler full of bourbon here, and I'm just gonna kick back and enjoy the show. But so this is, maybe this makes sense to you guys, but this is what he gave me for kind of the show rundown. Intro, doing that right now. Kind of think I'm nailing it. What do you guys think? Yeah, cool. After that is the Hot 5 TM. What's he doing? There's no way he has an actual trademark on that. So if you're listening and you know how to copyright or trademark shit, know that Jeff at least has the intent of trying to trademark the term the Hot 5. That's all one word, intercapped. Go nuts. Do it. I recommend it. I encourage it. Then after that, DSiWare, and then WiiWare / Virtual Console. Okay. I can figure that part out. It's kind of like the whole... I thought that was the whole thing. I thought that's all I had to fucking do, but apparently not. After that is the download. Okay, so this doesn't make any goddamn sense. Because this is an audio podcast, right? He's not writing up lengthy things for this, right? Because this segment is called the download, which is spelled DOWNLOW ''D. So it's the down low, but then also the download. But it's things are... So yeah, so it's a stupid play on words that you wouldn't get unless you saw it written out. So I don't know if he has a really dramatic way of reading it where he says the down low, duh. Or maybe that's it. Maybe it's a duh. Maybe he's been dissing you guys. I don't know. After that, break. And then mails a poppin'. God damn. And then the Corn Nuts Chips Nutty Chip Clip Tip of the week. Now that's just sad. Dude's just jealous of the action I've been getting with Zojirushi, so he's making up sponsorships from the Corn Nuts Chips people, which, I've seen him eat these Corn Nuts chips on multiple occasions, and I really, dude, just get some Fritos. Because when he pops open that bag, it just smells like... So I put him to this test. I put Jeff to this challenge. I don't think we've actually done it, but I should make him do it soon. I don't think, based on smell alone, a person could tell the difference between a bag of Fritos and a bag of corn nuts. They're completely identical as far as the scent profile goes. The smell. Anyway, I don't know what the corn nuts chips nutty chip clip tip of the week is. The only other thing I've got the Nintendo downloads email here in front of me from Nintendo. I've got 2 whole emails that people sent in because it's such a popular podcast. And that's it. So I'm just going to disregard the rest of this thing. I'm not even going to bother trying to make up shit because I have zero investment. All I got to do get through this and I am dunsies. So without further effing ado, here are your Nintendo downloads for the week, starting with Nintendo DSiWare. Anonymous Notes, Chapter 1, From the Abyss. So that's Anonymous Notes, Chapter 1, like all one phrase. Then a dash, then From the Abyss, and then another dash. They've put dashes on either side of From the Abyss as the subtitle. I wonder if that's just because, like, quotation marks or, like, parentheses, like, aren't allowed in game titles for DSiWare. Because I can't imagine any other logical reason for this to... Anyway. Publisher, Sonic Powered Co. Players 1. ESRB rating, E10+, everyone 10 and older. Mild fantasy violence, mild suggestive themes, price $200. Nintendo DSi points, TM. Description. Discover an exhilarating RPG set inside an infinitely extending dungeon. Oh, man. Makes me tired just thinking about it. Like, I stopped playing most MMOs within about 10 levels. I can't imagine a RPG that is, if this is to be believed, actually infinitely extending. That just sounds like... That sounds like something you would tell me to trigger my OCD and make me crazy. Anyway, sweep away the monsters wriggling in many places. Okay, sweep away the monsters wriggling in many places. Are they wriggling, like, throughout these infinitely extending dungeons, or, like, are parts of their body wriggling? Anyway, sweep away the monsters wriggling in many places and defeat the strong boss monster lurking in the deepest part of the dungeon. Again, you can't have a deepest part of an infinitely extending dungeon. God damn it. Even after the boss monster is defeated, the dungeon automatically recreates itself so players can try new games over and over. Alright, so this is not actually infinitely extending. This is just constantly reshuffling. That's different. Using the skill called Soul Capture, the male character can take magic and other skills away from the monsters, as well as weapons and shields to power up. Weird that they specify the male character. I wonder if that's... Because that's just bizarre sexism right there. Like, is there a female character, but no, she can't take magic and other skills away from the monsters, because she's just a lady! Or did they think that, like, oh man, if people think that you could play as a chick, is this in response to, like, the Mass Effect 2 backlash of people being like, I don't like gay shit, get that out of my games? They're like, we gotta make sure people know you're playing as a bro, and that this game is solid for bros. Sonic Powered Co. Don't make no stuff for no non-bros. You hear? Anyway, that's it. Anonymous Notes, Chapter 1, From the Abyss. A Fairy Tale from Lemon Games. One player, E for everyone, comic mischief, 500 Nintendo DSi points. When a giant menace threatens the village, young fairies Delphbert, Wilf, and Angelica. Yeah, I didn't misread that. That's Delphbert, Delfbert. Wilf and Angelica. You couldn't throw an F in there haphazardly. You couldn't figure out Angelica F. Young fairies Delphbert, Wilf, and Angelica set out on a fantastic journey to save their home. Join them on their whimsical quest through 100 puzzling levels marked by stunning graphics and magical music that will fill you with wonder. Well, $5. Your filled with wonder seems reasonable. Featuring an exciting new type of puzzle gameplay and a humorous, lighthearted storyline, A Fairy Tale is an unforgettable journey of enchantment. Zero information about what this is, other than that it features an exciting new type of puzzle gameplay. Useless! Useless! How are you supposed to get anything from that? Who cares about Delph, Bert, and Wilf, and Angelica if you're not going to actually tell me, is it Match 3? Is it Tetris? Is it... is it Puzzle Fighter? Like, what game are you ripping off? Because clearly there has to be something, or else you would just say it. And finally, for Nintendo DSiWare, Absolute Baseball from Tasuke. 1 player, E for everyone, 500 Nintendo DSi points. Become the manager of a baseball team and lead it to the championship. Make all the decisions for your team, from selecting the starting lineup and switching pitchers and runners to giving your players pitching, fielding, and batting orders. Earn points as you play your games throughout the season and use them to increase your players' abilities. Build them into the team that will respond to your strategy and make it to the top. In addition to regular league games, there are interleague games, playoffs, and the Championship Series. That's right, the Championship Series, the grand title in the world of baseball. You know, the Championship Series. Actually, you know what? So other than this clearly not being licensed by the MLB, this at least sounds okay. Like a fully featured, 2D style baseball game. And kind of like a management game, too, it sounds like. Like, I don't know, you can do worse things on the DSi. Like A Fairy Tale or Anonymous Notes Chapter 1 from the Abyss. That's it for Nintendo DSiWare. So let's take it over to the Wii. Alright, so we've got Virtual Console, one released this week. Super Bonk for the Super NES from Hudson Entertainment. 1 player, E for everyone, 800 Wii points. Dive headlong into the action in the first installment of the Bonk series on the Super NES. This time, Bonk has been caught in King Drool's trap and hurled into darkness. To find his way back to prehistoric times, he must embark on an adventure through streets, caves, and eventually outer space. Control Bonk as you progress through the stages, but watch out for enemies blocking your path. Eat meat to transform Bonk and perform even more powerful attacks. Many challenges lie in Bonk's path. In addition to his spin and climb moves, you can use items such as candy, which changes Bonk's size, to overcome these obstacles. You know what? Honestly, I've never been a huge Bonk fan. Not because I've played them and decided these are bad, but I've not spent more than maybe 5 to 10 minutes ever playing any Bonk game. So, buyer beware. That's it for Virtual Console. As I said, one released this week. WiiWare. Let's talk about it. Planet Fish TM from Ludia. 1 player, E for everyone, 500 Wii points. Ready, aim. Fire suction bubbles from your underwater craft to trap fish to display in your personal aquarium. Wow, that really just rolls off the tongue, you guys. Ready, aim, ... Fire suction bubbles from your underwater craft to trap fish to display in your personal aquarium. Catch and collect exotic fish in colorful deep-sea environments such as the Gulf of Mexico, the Ryukyu Islands, and the spectacular Great Barrier Reef. Try to avoid obstacles and dangerous species lurking in the depths. Grow your aquatic collection with beautiful marine life from around the world. Navigate through 30 unique levels of play, each with its own challenges and obstacles. Watch out for jagged surfaces, dangerous jellyfish, and paralyzing algae. Win bonus collectible fish as you advance in the game. Unlock animated trophies with each region that you successfully complete. Oh my god. I think I just blacked out for that. I have no idea. That was like 6 lines of text here, and other than that first line, I literally have no recollection of the rest of the thing I just read. Alright. Final, only 2 WiiWare games this week. Final WiiWare game, a Monstica Corral, Monsters versus Robots. This is the demo version, so this had to have come out in weeks past, I guess. That's what happens. I guess that's what it means when it says demo version like that. So a Monstica Corral, Monsters vs. Robots from Onteca, 1 to 4 players, E for everyone, 0 Wii points, full version available for 500 Wii points. Excuse me. The planet Monsteca is no longer the harmonious world it once was. It's been overrun by robotic armies set on ruling and conquering. Monsteca natives, known as the Stompies... Wait, I maybe even remember this one. This might be pre this stupid thing. Anyway, Monsteca natives, known as the Stompies, have no choice but to run or be captured. Unable to defend themselves against such heavy machinery, they must rely on the strength of their herd to work together and defeat the meddling robots. Yeah, I remember making fun of the fact that it's a group of monsters is known as a herd. Oh no, a group of Stompies. Sorry. It would make too much sense for the, for the residents of Monsteca to be known as monsters. Or even Monstars. I don't know. Okay, I totally feel like I'm repeating myself. Gotta get through this. Take control of the cute, not-so-bright Stompies and help them avoid being captured by invading robots. It's your duty to guide them successfully through each level. This fun strategy game offers 20 levels for many hours of gameplay. Yeah, and that's it. Woo! Nailed it. Totally busted that out. Take that. Alright, so I guess, let me pull this thing back up here, hold on. Oh, this place is a mess. God damn it. Alright, after this would be the download. Alright, break. I can do a break. So we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with more of the Nintendo Download Express, so hang on to your ass. Alright, the NDX is back. I was actually just looking through these notes from Jeff, and at the very bottom, actually kind of off to the side, like I don't think it's part of like the order or anything, there's just a little parenthetical that just says Steam ? I don't have like an email from Valve, so I don't know like what's new on Steam this week. I don't even know when they announced that shit, so I'm not sure if that's like that's something he's investigating or what the hell is going on, but I've mentioned it. I feel I have done my due diligence, so let's take it to emails. That's kind of weird when there's no Brad there to... the email address is ndx@bxr.me. First email comes in from Cameron on last week's episode. You read a description of a game called Simply Solitaire. The description claims that solitaire is also called patience. I recently encountered this patience term again, so I did some research and discovered that patience is the British name for Klondike. Looks like the Brits are taking over our Nintendo downloads. Okay. I knew the Klondike thing. I knew that the game that I know as, like, Solitaire from, Windows Solitaire or whatever is actually Klondike. But I hadn't heard this patience thing. Yeah, whatever. The Brits have stupid names for everything and put U's in all their words where they don't need to be. So, not surprised that they would say, "Oi, Solitaire's not a good enough name, yeah? We need to call it patience." There you go, ladies and gentlemen. My totally spot-on and region-accurate British accent. See, you don't get this kind of hot action with Jeff, do you? Do ya? Next email comes in from Jay. Dear Jeff, I'll take it. Given the undeniable fact that Nintendo, WiiWare, and DSiWare continues to feature the best in downloadable content in comparison to its competitors, Xbox Live Arcade, PSN, how long will it be until these lesser platforms either give up and release strictly outdated, non-downloadable titles, or rise to the occasion and increase the strength of their download services? I love Nintendo's download services as much as anybody, but a lack of competition will hurt them in the long run. Jay, I feel like you kind of answered your own question here. Even though your question was super stupid. Yeah, like, in this crazy world that you live in which the, like, first sentence that you say is true, in that world, Nintendo is, like, all-powerful. So in this second line about how a lack of competition will hurt them in the long run, if Nintendo is so triumphant in your mind, then wouldn't they have the ability to just force Xbox and PlayStation to keep their download services kind of hobbling along? I don't. Thank God that is it for the emails. Once again, ndx@bxr.me is the address. And that's it. That's the end of this podcast. I have done my stupid community service. Jeff, I hope you die of humidity in Miami. All the listeners, Giant Bombcast every Tuesday evening. Go subscribe to it, iTunes, Zune Marketplace. Get it on your BlackBerry. Get it on your iPhone. It's all over the place. It's really good, and it's not just one crazy person talking into their laptop for however long Jeff talks into his laptop. Again, I have no idea. But that's it for this week's episode. Tune back in next week for your regularly scheduled stupidity.